How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a fantastic, wonderful day. We're gonna be jumping right back here to some more Project Nope Zone. Boom, boom, boom. Some chill music going on. Very chill music going on. Alright, so in the last stream, we managed to get our speed controller up here. Let me get my armor back on. Get us back here a little bit faster. So we got our speed controller down. We have a secondary drill going for some andesite. Apparently we're killing silverfish also. And our andesite is coming in real nice. We got a bunch of different building blocks here that we can use for later. We'll let that keep going for now. We have this hooked up into our drawer controller. We do have to clear it out every now and then, every so often, because we do not have a drawer for cobblestone or Inferium Essence, as well as anytime a silverfish might die, then there might be a mini heart that goes in there, but that's all fine. We're in the process of trying to acquire a chicken. We need a chicken in order to improve our mob farm. And judging above my head there by that zombie on the mini map, it would look like I don't have this turned on, and I don't. So we need to turn that back on, so things are dying automatically again. But we need a chicken to spawn in. And so far, over here, we have managed to get a sheep to spawn in. And this is why I take my armor off, because I don't like running off the edge. So far, we've managed to get a sheep to spawn in at the very bottom of... So there's two islands down here, and a sheep spawned in on the bottom one. So what I would like to do is get back down there and take away the first island, as we have not seen any spawns on the first island, and expand the bottom island out so that way more passive mobs like sheep, cows, chickens, etc., pigs, can spawn down there. This was not an issue in our first world, but for some reason, whatever biome this is, birch forest or whatever, passive mobs are not liking to spawn. That's fine. We have a workaround. I would like some dirt. We did manage to get some carrot. We got a carrot somehow. I won't question it, but we do need carrot for some other stuff. So let's go ahead and clear this out, just in case. And not forget to turn that back on. Looks like it's all clear. We're also hoping at some point to get some Endermen to spawn in, which they also have not been spawning in, which I'm not sure why. But we'll have to figure that out as time goes on. We were able to get a jungle sapling from those trees over there, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and drop off stuff here. The carrot we can drop off here. It doesn't matter. We have seeds and stuff in both chests, so for now it can go there. The gunpowder can go in that one, and the melon can go in that one. As far as this other stuff, if I right click here, anything we have a drawer for should go ahead and go in there. We also have some rotten flesh on us, and we need to eat. We need to eat some food. So, guess we'll make some bread. Assuming we can just make bread. Yes, we can. Nice. We do have rock candy as well, but we got all this wheat while we were farming, so we might as well vary the diet a little bit. Can't be eating candy all the time. Eat some bread here. And then we want dirt. We have some dirt on us. We have some dirt on us. We have 3 pieces. We should have more dirt in here. which we do, let's go ahead and make this island at the very bottom here larger in the hopes that we get some passive mob spawn. We really need a chicken so that way we can get an egg so we can make our mob farm better. And then once we make our mob farm better, we'll start being able to get endermen as well as slimes and all that good stuff. So I do not have a shovel. That was my mistake. Not a huge deal. I do want to limit the spawns, so I do want to come down here, break my legs a little bit, and get rid of this. I got sick from touching grass. I don't know if there's a block underneath there. It's a good thing I moved. It's a good thing I moved. I think if we use a piece of dirt here, that'll prevent the sickness. Looks like it does. And then I don't want this stone here either, so I'd like to get rid of it as safely as possible. Do I have another piece? No. Okay, so I'm on a little floating island here. There we go. And let's try to get rid of that piece of stone. There we are. And now for this is gonna be intense. So that island down there is where they were spawning. I want to stand in a spot where there's stone underneath. So the best thing to do is gonna be to mine down here to the stone. Okay, so now we can guarantee vein mine this. Vein mine all this. And then probably do the same thing that we did last time. Was not expecting that to kill me, I'll be honest. If I do a slash back, we're right back here, so no issues there. Get rid of this stone. And then this is where we want our passive mobs spawning. So we just extend this out a bit, make it a little bit more even. And then we use our wand. Hopefully this is all, yep, that looks good. So just keep extending this out. Get a lot larger area for the passive mobs to spawn. And then let's go ahead and remove the death marker. And I do not have my watering can on me. And I do have some torches, so that's fine. If we light up the area, we shouldn't have to worry about hostile mobs. Thus allowing passive mobs to spawn. It's very unfortunate I do not have any ladders on me, because that means I'm probably going to die trying to get back down here. I could make a jetpack. We were planning on doing that the last stream anyway. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make the jetpack, even if we can't charge it right now. The only other thing we were waiting on was iron, and we have some. So this is fine. We'll get 30. pour out some iron, because we need a lot of iron. We actually have quite a bit in here already. As well as all these nugs. So there's even a little bit more. But we needed the iron because we need the iron plus redstone. We also need redstone. Where's our redstone at? Nice. Nice. Before we were having issues with redstone, our redstone problems seem to be a thing of the past. So let's look at the wood jetpack. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batteries. 5 batteries each require 1 basic coil. So that's 5 basic coils. Plus we need 3 per of these. So that's another 6, which is 11 of these. So we need 11 of those in order to make our jetpacks, which means we need 11 sticks, which we can go ahead and get from here. Now, so we need 11 of these. Stick and redstone and redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then take this, because we're gonna need some planks. We need 5 of these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And more wood. The lightning strike is very loud. We don't need too much wood, but we do need some. So let's go ahead and grab some here. Grab 30. So now we need 3 of these. With those, there's that. And then we need 3 of those, a battery and a furnace. So we're gonna need some compressed cobble. It's just this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. 2 furnaces. And then it's 3 of those. 2 furnaces. I'm missing something. The batteries. There's those. Those go there. That goes there. That goes there. Then it's like this. Not quite. Not quite. There's our wood jetpack. Now these wooden jetpacks are not good at all. So we definitely want to go up to stone at a minimum. And it looks like it does have to be actual stone. And whichever mob is making the lightning, probably this guy over here, needs to go away. He needs to go away. I would like to take him out. I would like to take him out. I cannot see him. Cannot see him, so that's a problem. Let's take weather. Just turn it off. If we just turn it off, does that eliminate lightning, or is that considered a different sound effect? We'll find out. Looks like that worked, because I'm pretty sure I see another lightning strike and there was no lightning. So that's great. We don't have to listen to it anymore. So no problem there. We need a lot of stone. We need 2 per battery. We already know we need 5 batteries, so that's 10 stone. Plus we need 6 there, so that's 16. 17, 18, 19, 20. And then 28. We need 28 stone. There's 28. Hopefully my math is correct. We have more charcoal. We can go ahead and fill that up. So now, and this should use the previous jetpack. It does. Nice. We are going to need more of these. I believe our number was 11. Okay. So that's fine. And then we just need the stone. We're also going to need a couple stacks of cobblestone here. That's only 14. So this is 15. And, oh, 1 extra. I need 18 of those. That'll make us 2 more furnaces. Then we can start with our stone stuff here. So we are going to need 5 of these batteries. There's 5 of those. And then we need this and that, almost there, like that. That makes our battery, or our capacitor. And then we just need to make these, which is this on the corners, this on the bottom, that in the middle. Oh, nope. What's wrong there? And then our batteries. There's our thrusters. There's that. Put this in here. Put this in here. Put that there and that there. There's our stone jetpack ready to go. And then we get the iron jetpack, which is what requires a whole lot more iron. Which you're gonna need even more than that. So let's are my boots gone? Oh, I'm not wearing them. That makes sense. Get another, say, 30 of these. That'll automatically pour out for us. I may not rest because there's monsters nearby. That's a first. That's a first. Ow. Okay, he killed himself. Did we lose any cobblestone? I don't know. Yes, we did. We lost one right here. So if you don't know, silverfish, when you're damaging a silverfish, it spawns other ones from cobblestone around it. So that's why they're kind of a nuisance. Kind of a nuisance. Let's go ahead and get some bandages. That'll heal us up. Very nice. Apparently I fought that with no armor on again, because that, you know, because I'm smart like that. Now I should be able to sleep. I I should be able to sleep. There's that. Alright, we have some loot over here. Let's see. Did I get lit? Why? Why did that happen? That lightning shouldn't have happened. As far as I can tell, that lightning should not have happened. There's nothing in here, right? There's another lightning strike. Why? There's no mob in here. Unless that one frickin' silverfish is casting lightning all the way over there. At least now he's in a spot where we can get him, but still. Seems a bit excessive. Apparently that killed me. He's got wither on him, which is very annoying. As well as knockback. There, he finally died. After all that, he's gone. And we should not get any more lightning strikes. I was about to bane mine, and then I realized if I do that, I might die from this type. But maybe here's fine. There we are. Nice, we got some plaster to heal us right back up. Love to see it. Love to see it. So now, we should not die anymore. Now that that guy is gone. Goes to show you how souped up these mobs are and how unprepared currently I am. In the previous world, we had regen and flight and all this great stuff, and I didn't necessarily have to worry about it as much. Alright, let's see where our iron is. We might have enough to upgrade now. We might have enough to upgrade now. So once again, we need 5 of these. This requires gold. I don't know if I've got 1 gold. And we got some gold over here though, right? Somewhere? I could have swore we had a bunch of gold. I guess I was wrong. Or over here. Over there. There it is. We should also consolidate all of our totems into one area. So now we need 11 of this tier. There's that. You can see how these jetpacks really just over time eat up your resources. Like we had a bunch of gold, now it's all gone. So now, this, and that, with this, I need 5 of these. Be careful not to make too many. And then it's going to be this. And then we need 2 more furnaces as well. So it's going to be a little over 2 stacks of cobble. So now we need 18. There it is. Then we have the core components. We just need to make this guy iron in the corners, these there, and that there. So there's that. Those go there. This goes there. This goes there. And then iron. There's an iron jetpack. Gold is probably going to use gold again, so we're going to need a lot more gold now. We will need to get 6 nuggets of iron, which we have. To smelt that off and finish out that ingot. Nice. Now we just need probably not a stack.
Alright, let's bring that beat down.
We'll do we'll do 40. 40 sounds like a good solid number of the raw gold. Get it smelted down. How are we doing on lava? We have 800. Do I have any more of the little lava crystals? Not that I'm seeing. Which means we can smelt up some more cobble and get that. Now, did I make fluid pipe? I feel like I made fluid pipe. I did. What we can actually do here, do a little bit of this. And then shift click this. And then set this to liquid mode. And now, get that filled up real quick. But now this will make liquid and automatically pump it into our fuel tank. Did I turn that back on? I can't see from here. I did. You'll love to see it. Instantly filled up the inventory. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good there. Let's see. We have some gold. We're definitely going to need more. At least 3 more for now. Oh, 4 more. 4 more after that, so 7. 7 was the number, not 3. There it is. And then once again, it's iron or redstone on each side, sticks, boom. There's 11 of those. And then we need to make 5 of the batteries, which is even more gold. And how are these doing? Everything's smelted up. May or may not be enough. Not for certain on anything there. We do this, do that. Give me 1 more. There's the 5 energy cells. I'm feeling like we're not going to have enough. Oh, that's not what that is? Oh. Helps you put the right thing in. 2 of those. 1 of those. Gold, and then a furnace. Or, well, those. Anyway. Try to do that from memory. That was not fun. Switch that over. Please switch over. Thank you. 18 is the magic number. Okay, this really messed me up. Let me redo this here. This. Right, okay. There we go. This. That. And some more gold. Am I out of gold? Dang it. Not enough. We did not have enough in there. We got another electric boy over there. I don't necessarily want to deal with it, so we'll leave it alone for now. I need 8 for the next part of this craft. There it is. And then this, that, and 4 gold. No, I'm out of gold again. Give me 2 more also. That should finish off all the ingots, I think. There it is. And there's that. Gold jetpack, done. Diamond. Is diamond any easier? Perhaps. There's no smelting involved if we have the required diamonds. Which we may or may not. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, I don't love the fact there that we don't have a drawer lock. I want to leave 1 in there at least. Okay. Let's try to make the next part. Where did my redstone go? I used it all apparently. Grab another stack. This and this. This. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then do this. Do this. And then that. 2 more furnaces. The Unknown King, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome. Doing all right. What did I do wrong? These are supposed to be batteries. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you doing all right yourself? All right, let's see here. This, right? And then this, that. Cool, cool. There's that. Well, thanks for stopping in and hanging out. I do appreciate it. Nice. Diamond jetpack. I don't know. We'll have to see its count. So that used over a stack of diamonds. We may or may not have enough emeralds. We may or may not have enough emeralds here. We'll stick with this much and see where we are. Or redstone. Redstone might be a limiting factor as well. So once again, 11 of these. And then for the battery, it's this. We need 5 of those. And we need this. That. You'll follow me now? Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Rapids Legion. Then we need 18 of that. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate it. All right. So this, that. So there's these two. This guy. This guy. That and that. Boom. Just barely by the skin of our teeth up to the emerald jetpack. So we've made the jetpack now. That's great. Currently we do not have a way of charging it. And I don't even know if those were quests to do it. We do not have a way of charging it yet. That's a nice rainbow. Is it a mod? I think it's just the skybox. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Where's he at? We're in for a fight. I think it's just the skybox that they chose to use for the mod pack. Please give me flight. If you're gonna cause all this trouble, at least give me a flight totem. Let's go. Ah, fire resistance. Fire resistance. But yeah, the rainbow, I think it's a part of the skybox they use. I'm not sure if it's a mod in and of itself or not. I do apologize. I do not have that answer. They are inside the hopper. Which means I can't hit them. That's fairly annoying. That's annoying to deal with, but oh well. We'll leave it. We'll leave it be. So we did all this. We need to grab our watering can. if we can find the watering can. It might be in the backpack. It's not in the backpack. It's not in my inventory. Try here. And then we're gonna need some building blocks. So let's just grab some cobble. And now we want to come out here. Take off the armor because it speeds us up too fast. Go down this rickety staircase. And I guess we'll build out kind of centralized here. We'll build out down here. And then see about watering the grass to get it to completely spread. I did bring torches. That was smart of me. Ooh. That was almost a void. Saved it by my toes. Thank you very much. Now let's try to get this grass watered. We want it to fully spread. That way we can get some passive mobs to spawn in. Come on. The grass is being a little stubborn right now. But this is all meadow, as far as I can tell. This is all meadow, so hopefully some chickens will spawn in, and then we can progress a little bit easier that way. I do not believe there are any baits in the pack. Yeah, other than worms, which is not the kind of bait we're looking for. Not the kind of bait that we're looking for. This grass is being very stubborn right now. Come on. I find that for some reason with the watering can, if you walk around with it, it seems to increase the tick rate a little bit more. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. But that's just what I've observed. Put these last few here. Come on. Come on, dirt. Turn. Okay, one more. Last one. Let's go. Turn into grass. Do a little spin. And we need to appease the grass. Let's give it a little shift. Nope. Doesn't seem to be working yet. Come on. There it is. Alright. So we may or may not have enough blocks, but I would like to try to get back up to our staircase. And we need to figure out how far 24-ish blocks are from this area. It's a little easier going up than it is going down. We're gonna have to go back and then probably double back on our staircase. Go ahead and place a torch. Okay. That was some weird didgeridooing going on in that song. Not opposed though. It is a very soothing sound in my opinion. Okay, let's trying to gauge what our increase in height is. Let's go out 2 more. And then we'll start going back this way. We're almost there. We might have the blocks to make it. Yeah, looks like we do. Looks like we do. There it is. Get one more torch placed down. Okay. So now we need to check and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this area is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go 3 more up. 1, 2, 3. Just to account for any miscounting. And we will say that this is our platform. Let's go, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Let's go 1 more. Okay, this. We'll just stand here. Look, this is very convenient. We'll stand here. This should be about 30 or so away from that platform. And in theory, the theory is that some passive mobs should spawn down there. The biome's right. The fact that it's grass is correct. And then we really need chickens. We really need chickens. Uh-oh. That means there's an overflow. The fact that I was picking stuff up told me that. Means we ran out of space. So here pretty soon we're going to have to disconnect this drill. We've definitely gotten what we need out of it. We got a lot of cobblestone and andesite and granite and limestone. And that looks like it. That looks like it's time to turn this guy off. So we will go ahead and turn that guy off. And we still have a little bit too much. We have overproduced. But that's not terrible. Overproducing is not terrible. That'll be good for the future. In our last world, we didn't even set that up all the way like we did here. So now, we come back here, go to sleep. Go ahead and drop off our healing items that we don't necessarily need on us right now. Let's check the mob farm. I don't see any activity. Okay, looks like nothing spawned. That's kind of why we need the upgrade. then if we come down here, ideally, and we know that they'll spawn at this level as well, because we've had a sheep spawn there. That is assuming that the sheep didn't spawn at the island that was above it and then fall down. So we're kind of making a little bit of an assumption here that that's the correct level. As far as I know, it doesn't tell you what level, what Y level, so I think the biome and the fact that it's grass should be enough. That being said, you would think they would spawn in a lot faster as well. Now, something we can do also is come in here and claim these chunks. Claim the chunks. Maybe not that one. But if we claim the chunk and chunk load it, stuff should be able to spawn in there even when we're not around. In theory. Now, what we should also do is try to figure out what Y level this other dungeon is and go loot it. But I think the best thing for us to do with that is going to be to try to push through the power and fly over there. Now the unfortunate part is that because I need a chicken to feed this to in order to make the spawns work, but we don't need the drill or the controller. Same thing here, we can leave that there. Memory essence was our way of getting liquid XP. And that was with the memory stick, which was plastic sheets from the Matacraft. Which is molten plastic with a processing plant. But that's fine, that's for later. That's not for now. That's not for now. Because all that's useless without the chicken. Anyway. What we want to do is look at the power quest line. The last time we went with these thermoelectric generators, it worked. It wasn't great. We ended up needing like 4 of them just to get us into the energized power. The energized power basically has the same stuff, but we would need nether wart to get there. As well as the silicone. So I definitely want some form of power first, and I'm thinking the water wheel with this guy is the way to go. Because if I remember right, the problem with the water wheel is every time you make one of these, like, it's not too expensive, right? You just need some steel, some tree of wood. That's pretty cheap. And then obviously the kinetic dynamo. But it's not upgradable. The windmill is upgradable. It requires iron. And then if you get the, I think it's called a sail. The windmill sail from Create. Maybe that's not right. That's a different mod. Oh, immersive engineering right here. The tough fabric, which are expensive, but that is a way to upgrade the power you get from it without doing anything else. So I actually think we're gonna go with the windmill. first, we need to get a whole bunch of treated wood, which is doable. With that, and we should repair our axe. And then grab some wood. A little bit of this. Alright. One craft. Two crafts. Three crafts. Crafts. Five crafts. Almost. Five. There's five more. Ready to go. Alright, there's quite a bit of that. And first we need to make the engineer's workbench. This guy here. Means we need this guy. We're gonna need some treated sticks, as well as a normal crafting table with some slabs. This and that, or something like that. Okay, there's that. And then we need a fence of the treated variety. Then we need two slabs and iron. And that will allow us, oh, plus the blueprint, which I forgot. We need the blueprint as well. It's going to be this blueprint here. Iron, aluminum, copper. So aluminum, I think it's bauxite. Yes. And then copper is copper, which is here. Let's just go ahead and normal smelt so we don't have any leftovers. And then we also needed paper, which is why the sugarcane was a necessity as well. Which we had a whole bunch of sugarcane. It must be over top. There's that. We need 3 lapis. Turned into blue dye. This, that. Crafting components. That guy there. And that all allows us to make these guys a whole lot cheaper. 1 copper, 2 iron plates. And then the plates are easy enough. Bring it back here. Then our copper. Iron mechanical component, no problem. Then we just need the copper coil block, which is an iron coil, which is a vacuum tube, which requires a nickel plate. Okay, quite a bit. How many vacuum tubes do we need? 2 vacuum tubes. This recipe gives you 3, so that's fine. So we will need 2 more copper, 1 more nickel. The nickel and the copper can be smelted. Yep. Sorry about that. Alrighty, let's get the nickel going. Hopefully it's nickel and I didn't forget. It is. Okay, so then we need 1 nickel plate. The copper needs to be plated up as well, because we need to turn that into wire. And that is going to require wire cutters. These guys here. There's that part of it. And then we need 2 glass and 2 redstone. We have 2 glass right here. And then we should have redstone somewhere. There's 2 redstone. That. Vacuum tubes. Taken care of. Apparently I didn't need 2 of everything, but that's fine. Because we only made the 1 nickel plate anyway. Now we do need a whole bunch of the copper. So we need 8 wires total. So I'm gonna need 7 more ingots made. Seven more ingots, and then let that go. And then we need the red alloy, which is 8 of these. 1 iron. That will also be smelted with these. Go ahead and put them there. Let them get plated up. Give me the alloy. These all need to be turned into wire. There's that. Of course, it wouldn't be that. What's in the middle? Oh, the iron coils in the middle. Okay. We're almost there. Need 2 iron plates. This guy, that guy, there's our iron coil. Put it in there just to be safe. Do a little bit of that. There's our copper coil block. So it's this, 2 iron, and 2 redstone. There's our kinetic dynamo. Now we just need to make 8 of these. So 8 of these is 32 treated sticks. And then 3 planks each. A little bit of this. Kinetic dynamo. Nope. What's in the middle? In the middle? An iron ingot. Boom. And there is our windmill. We did not make the windmill last time. We did make it this time. So essentially, we have to decide where we want our power to be. I guess since we've already started expanding out this way, we can go out this way. But essentially, all we want to do is come up 3 blocks. Or not 3 blocks, 2 blocks. The third block is the dynamo. Can I rotate that? There we go. And then our windmill goes there. Is it too close to the ground? Maybe it was 3 up. Or maybe I need to right click this. Okay. And then it was 3 up, not 2 up. Please don't lose this. Three up. Too fast movement. All right, flip it around. Looks good. Surely that's not hitting. Unless you're telling me I have to have the sails for this? I thought it used to be that you didn't need the sails immediately. Although it does look like it's still hitting the floor. I thought just adding the sails gave you more power. Let's go up 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Okay, it just has to be 4 high. So in theory, that should be making power now. But we can't see the power without actually hooking up some connectors. So we're gonna need some clay. The clay will make terracotta for us. And then we're going to need quite a bit of copper. We'll say 20 copper. Some of this is going to be made into wires. We do LV, wire connector, and coil. That was weird, I couldn't shift like that. So there's our connector. Our coil requires the wires. We really need to dump some stuff off here. And then we're gonna need at least 1 more copper so we can make the plates. into the wires. Into the coils. And now, I put this on here. We can see that yes, we are generating power from it. We are also going to need relays, which are actually a little bit cheaper than the coils themselves, or than the connectors. Okay, so here's a relay. If we take this relay, stick it up too high, that'll allow us to get rid of this, I think. Never mind. Okay, cannot get rid of the platform it is on. Understood. But now we have our beginning power. We would have to grow hemp in order for it to be improved. If we look at a cloche, what is... Ah. There's no cloche, right? Immersive? Some stuff have been taken out? Or do I not know how to spell cloche? Charging station. I'm not... If I do at immersive and then space C, it does appear that has been taken out of this pack. Oh, CL would have been a little faster there. Just want to make sure we're not going crazy. Okay, we cannot use the cloche. We cannot use the cloche. Understood. Understood. That's less fun. Less fun for me. Less fun for me. Just trying to think. I mean, we could 10 some hemp, and that's not a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea. Let's also go ahead and look over here, see if we have any animals that have spawned in. I don't think they should have, but I think we're too far away. And there we go. There's our next death. Yay! Where's my tombstone? What happens when your armor sends you flying? Excuse me again. Sorry. So no armor near the staircase. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing so far. A whole lot of nothing so far over there. did get some leveling right there. That's nice. Probably should not have walked over there for the full inventory. Not really helping myself there. So I'll do it again. I don't see anything else over there. But I do believe it is time. Get some more crop sticks, which I'm pretty sure we have in our backpack already. Maybe not. I swore we had some somewhere, at least. Do not see him in here. Have him in there. And then let's get some of this hemp. And with our new watering system, relatively new, we've barely used it, that should make growing this a lot easier. Even without bone mealer. Even without bone mealer. That is very unsafe. Don't love it. Don't love that. Let me... Go ahead and do this on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy enough. Easy enough. Why is that only growing up to 87? Do I need to force bone meal it the last way? Hopefully it's not the same way every time. Huh. Bone mealed it, nothing happened. Curious to see if maybe that was causing some problems. I wouldn't think so. It shouldn't be these. There's a full gap in there. Is hemp broken? That should be the 85% mark again. Or 87. Is hemp broken? Or is it just stubborn? Or if I removed this water channel, does it grow then? It might have been the water channel, actually. How far up does that extend? I mean, I don't need the water channel on the edges. Get rid of this one. Also, why is that sprinkler even there? The sprinkler shouldn't be there. It's one off anyway. Should have been lined up here. There we go. This all should still work. What's happening? Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if it spreads. In theory, it should. Alright, well, we'll walk away for now and see if it spreads. It's more of a passive attempt at increasing power generation that, I mean, we will need at some point, but we may not need right this second. We'll see if it spreads later on. Okay, so we have rudimentary power. We cannot grow hemp in a cloche, which sucks. That would have made that next part a little bit easier. Just try to see where we go to from there. I need some kind of charger. Okay, the hemp is spreading. It's good to see. I can look at the immersive engineering charger. I thought I seen it. Charging station. We try the charging station. We're gonna need more vacuum tubes, another copper coil, another iron coil. Are we actually increasing stats? Okay, it looks like we are. That's good. They're gonna make it more difficult to farm. They should at least make the stats jump a little easier. Baby creeper fragment. My inventory is so freaking full though. Some leather boots. Charge creeper. Let's go ahead and let that die. Windswept iron leggings, like it. A good pants replacement. Wither skull fragment. That's a whole bunch of stuff right there. I really need to do a little inventory dump here. That'll make this a little bit less tedious. Okay. We are up to 17 levels, so that's cool. Let's grab any immersive stuff that we may need. Some planks we might need. Might need some copper. These are probably less important. And then also we should look at bone mealer. We need 20 levels for that. Not quite there. Fire resistance 17, not quite there. We should need over the level that it states. Alrighty, let's look at these vacuum tubes. I am gonna need those 3, 5. I need 5 total. I have 1, so that is 2 crafts. 2 actual crafts. So there's our nickel. And then there, we need 2 copper wires. Good. 2 glass and 2 redstone. There's our vacuum tubes that we needed. So we need 2 iron plates. One of those. Like that. Like that. That. And that. Iron coil. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of these. Oops. In plate form. And then it's this. That. And then it's this. Those, that, correction, that, and an iron plate. There's our charging station. So if we do this, well, that's annoying. Okay. If we build this up to 1 block, oops, not that way, this way. There we are. Charging station is receiving power. We can now very, very slowly start charging that guy up. But it is completely free, completely passive power. This is only making 11 RF per tick right now. One 11322. 11322. So it's actually stayed at 11322 for a long while. On the bright side, we will get a lot of pimp passively from doing this. Shit. There goes my levels. There goes my levels. This is why we need the jetpack. All right. I don't know if feather falling would help me or not. throw anything stackable in there. Anything non-stackable, I don't want to be in there. Other than the swords and stuff. Are we at the point where we can throw that stuff away? Not really, but I need the space. Not really, but I need the space. Okay. We're at 44. 46. Okay. How many sales can we currently make? The answer is 0. Because it requires a whole bunch of this. This got up to a 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Don't love that. But I guess technically, by technicality, it is the best seed we currently have. Alright, let's make some more crop sticks. If we can. 16's okay. And then currently, how many sales? So that makes 4, but you need 6 per. So we're still at 0 sales. I would love to get Bone Mealer to increase the speed even more. We need 48 per sale. Alright, that's enough for at least one. We will need some more sticks. Windmill sail 1. Do I just right click it on? Yep. Yep. Want to wait till that one spreads before I start farming it some more. Here, you know what? Let me get some more cobble here. What we're gonna do, thin this area out a bit. So I can stand on the outside of this crop. Probably turn off step assist also. Seems a bit annoying that I can walk in, but I can't walk out. Like, step assist doesn't know what's going on. Alright, that's quite a bit. Two more sails. This is saying 19 FTE now. This is up to a 23123. This thing does not increase stats very fast, that's for sure. Alright, let's go see where that takes us. To the point where we need more sticks. That's the answer there. That's the answer there. We need 3 more sales worth. But that is quite a lot of free, absolutely free power. It's always sad when I forget to turn that thing back on. Go ahead and harvest that guy. Alright, stepsis is driving me a little crazy here. Let me go ahead and get my ability bottle. Take it off. This should also allow us to put on bone mealer, as well as store bone mealer, as well as put on fire resistance, as well as store fire resistance, jump boost. All right, bone mealer's coming on. I forgot about doing that. There we are. Sleep again. Two more sales, which means we only need one more sale. How's our jetpack looking? 200,000. That's generating quite a bit of power, I think. Alright guys, we've been going here for about 2 hours. It is time for a quick break here. So let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break and I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Alrighty, folks, let's get back in here. Oh. Looks like we're not getting too much gain here, but that's okay. Our bone mealer effect is definitely helping us out. These have a gain of 3, so let me do these two. That is probably enough for now. Maybe wrong. Maybe right. Looks like I am correct. So now that guy's operating at full power. We're at 0.5 mil RF in the Emerald Jetpack. Let's see. Let's see. Half a mil lasts a while, and it would be long enough for us to get down to our animal farm and back. But it's probably better if we just let it. Why is there a creeper there? That thing's on. It's on. Why am I saying a creeper? How's a creeper not? Okay, it died. It died. It did die. Go ahead and pick all that up. Turn this back on. That's a normal bow. I don't really care about a normal bow that much. Alright, let's go see if we can't farm up some animals, shall we? While the jetpack is charging. What do we got? We got some wolves. Are those some wolves? What is that? Bears? Koalas? What is this? Whatever this is, it did not spawn in last time. Shibas. Shibas? You weren't here last time. I need chickens. I'm sorry, Shibas. But you're just not what I'm after. You're not what I'm after. I'm sorry. I need chickens. Good to see something spawn in, though. good to see something spawn in, but that's just not what we needed. Oh, it's becoming nighttime. Pretty sure nothing will spawn in at night. Without step assist, we gotta take the long way around. And is there anything I can do about FOV? Not that I'm seeing. Not that I am seeing. I'd really like to know what the hell that is. I think that's the dungeon. I think that's the dungeon with fires in it. If we used our jetpack, we might be able to get over there. Yes. We were able to get over here. I'm not sure what this place is about. Trying to get down. What are you? Spawner for something. Haste, glowing, strength. The Lexico of Botania, I'll take that. Might as well take these also. We'll sort that chest so I know it's been looted. No spawner underneath this chest. Thorns, meh. Meh on the thorns. Is that a slime? Gotta be careful with the slimes, apparently. There's obviously stuff underneath here that's trying to attack me. Got another spawner there. Ow! Yeah, we probably don't want to mess with that one. Surprised that guy could just spawn in broad daylight. Got a creep. I think I'm dead. And because I thought I was dead, I did a slash home. Because it's like, how would I get my stuff back? Nothing great. Nothing great from the totems. We did get some slime balls. We did get some slime balls. But yeah, that place is a little bit too much right now, I think. Let's get our bottle back. Take bone mealer off. Put on strength. Take strength off. Put on haste. Take haste off. Put on glowing. We cannot put on glowing. I lied. We do not have the XP for it. But yeah, if I go back over there, I'm going to want at least fire resistance on. At least fire resistance. We did get a Lexico Botanic, which is very nice. It's going to help us in the future, for sure. I did have plaster, but I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared to be confronted by such atrocities as that. Go ahead and remove the death marker. And see if we have any animal spawnage. Nope. Not seeing any. We hang out over here for a sec. We might get some to spawn in. I definitely would like to check that place out also. 'Cause who knows, maybe Creative Flight's just sitting in a chest over there. You never know. Creative Flight would be amazing. But first, I want that jetpack to... My mousepad slipped off the desk. I tried to fix it while running, and now I know that we do not do that. And lost all of, we got 7 levels. But most of that experience is now gone, because I did not have an ability on at the time of death. Hence, there's no way to recover that XP. This episode's full of a lot of deaths. But so it goes. So it goes. Where's our jetpack at? Okay. Our jetpack might get us there. In fact, I think it will. Get some torches so we can light up the place. Hopefully prevent spawns. And we want to be as direct as possible here. Okay. I'm gonna place some extras just in case. Anything in the jukebox? No. Anything in the chests? What do we got? Jump boost, regen. Ooh, regen's really nice, actually. I almost dismissed it, but no, that's actually amazing. Compressed iron would be good also. Compressed iron helmet, probably pretty good. Some pressure tube, like that. Blessed boots. We already have Alexio Botania. We don't really need that. Is that more compressed iron? It is. Love it. In the barrel, we have a gem. Okay, a gem. We have another one over there. We only have 373 on the jetpack. I'll be honest, I don't think we can make that. I don't think we can make that. That seems like it's a bit further out than we can get to. So, considering this place looted, probably our best bet. It does look like we have some other structures closer, like down here somewhere. Right there. I don't know if we can actually reach that or not. I might take that gamble. Because one chest with creative flight would be absolutely fantastic. We definitely want the regen. But one chest in one of these dungeons with creative flight would be fantastic for us. Let's go ahead and take that off for now. Pop it in the charger. Go ahead and sleep. What is Iron Maiden? Find a foundry. Okay, apparently that place is a foundry. So I'll let this charge for a little bit before we go to make that adventure. Regen is gonna cost how much? Probably quite a bit, right? 26. We probably would have been close by now if we didn't die. Let's see where that's at. 426. I have faith. 426 might just get us there. Let's turn our throttle down. Let's turn our throttle down. Okay. All right, let's try to get a good start here. Okay. Looks like we made it pretty good. All these are zombie spawners, so that's fine. We got gold ore just chilling over here. This one actually has three chests in a barrel. Meh. A smithing table. That could be useful. Requires an axe. Sure, I don't know why a smithing table requires an axe, but it says it requires an axe. Okay. Anything good in here? A copper backpack. We kind of already have a backpack. We don't really need another. A mana bottle. That's pretty good. Looting. Sure. Compressed stone. Meh. I don't remember if we got a helmet. I think a helmet is what we actually got last time. Fire resist. Step assist. Slow falling is pretty good. And I'm going to assume by the second compressed helmet that yes, that's actually what we already got. Step assist. Conduit power. Strength. It's okay. Might as well get the sapling as well. Sky slime seeds. Plant on dirt. Slimy vines. Okay, sure. We already have melon. We don't need melon. Compressed iron. Wasn't really looking for compressed iron. A black lotus might be good also. Go ahead and put some of this stuff in our backpack. Found it underground. Sure, I guess that was an achievement. The chests we might as well grab. Also, truth be told, I forgot we had a backpack. We cannot put backpacks in backpacks. Makes sense. I think we do need cobwebs at some point as well. And let's go ahead and pick this up. Never knew if there was something underneath of it. There wasn't. Alright. Go home. Take off the jetpack. Don't waste any charge. Charge it back up. Let's go through what ability totems we already have. Regen's amazing. Regen is amazing for us. Both these bows are just normal bows. You might as well combine them into one. Get a nice full bow there. And then we have some more compressed iron here. That'll be useful in the future for sure. Witch's hat, kind of whatever. The looting will be good. Yeah, it was. Okay, we already had the helmets. I don't know if we can decompress these helmets. Does not look like it. But we can keep two. We'll keep two helmets. We'll keep two helmets because we need at least one for upgrades. These can go out. All that stuff there. Same thing with the copper backpack. Bandages can come out. Mana bottle, Black Lotus. The Lexica, I think we already have one, right? Is this just a spare? Yeah, just a spare. We don't need two. We do not need two of those. Alright, let's go ahead and pull everything out. Just placing torches randomly. Don't love that. Witch's hat can go in there. Saddle can go in there. Name tag. I'm looking for single stack items now. Okay, so now we can go ahead and do this. Dump off anything that we already have some of. Okay, looks like we had something there that we already had some of. Bones, we do. Alright, we are out of space for bones. Out of space for bones. We're gonna end up with more bones anyway. Arrows. So I have space for these chests. Can be upgraded. Increasing our storage. Same thing with this barrel. It can be upgraded, increasing our storage. Chance cubes for $1 100 bits. I will open those up in a safe area, safe-ish area. Alright, and then the rest of this can go probably in this chest. Raw gold has a spot. Alright, let's get that out. And the gapple can go in. Pretty sure that's ours. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one we were wearing. Alright, run back over here. Got glowing. Add glowing to the list there. Plain old leather boots are good for upgrades. We have leather boots. We have leather pants. That's funny. If you back out of a chest, it stays open. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and get some stuff upgraded. We'll put armor in one chest, tools in another. We will need iron and gold. Never know when it comes to the gold. Okay, we don't have enough gold. There we go. Oh, we're actually going to need a lot more gold. Let's go ahead and get these upgraded. With the iron level. Once we get 8 more gold, we can upgrade it even further. I think diamond requires glass, which we can do also. There it is. Gold chest. Just enough glass. And there's a couple of diamond chests. Which is huge in terms of storage. We want stuff you can wear that's single stack. What is this? Compressed iron? Oh, nice. Alright, stuff you can wear goes in there. And then weapons and tools will go in the other one. There's a pair of boots there, I forgot. I believe that's my iron sword. Thank you very much. Tools. Give me these boots. Give me that. That's weapon slash tool. The boots go in there. Tools go in there. Another pair of pants. Oh, and a helmet. And a helmet. Then our normal mob drops. Boom, boom. And that's looking pretty good. How charged are we on the jetpack? 600,000. We're up to level 13. The region's really what I want. Pretty sure that requires 26. Pretty good memory. Pretty good memory. If I get something smaller, like step assist. Nope, that's still 19. Slow falling. 26. It's seen as pre-flight. Conduit power. 26. Okay, I don't even know what conduit power does. Strength. 17. Just trying to see if there's something that I can put on. Bone Mealer, Fire, Haste. Jump boost I can. Not because I care about jump boost, but it preserves my levels. It is nice though. It's kind of nice. We did not get anything else over there. Out. Oh, we probably clear out these chests over here also. Probably clear these ones out also. Other than the Shibas and the sheep, we have yet to get any spawns on the animals, which is rough. What is this? Oh, yeah. I remember that now. Alright, let's give that a sort. Now, strength, haste, slow falling, conduit, jump boost, blindness, water breathing, glowing, fire resist, invisibility, step resist. Okay. Nothing there. Let's give it a slash home. So, wearables. Yeah, I completely overlooked the compressed iron stuff. Reduced functionality due to presence of the apostasy mod. Mobs won't spawn when players are too far away, but any mobs which do get spawned won't despawn when players move away. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Alrighty, then let's put our, oh, apparently, I want a saddle over here. Not the compressed iron though. Compressed iron's gonna go over here. Chance cubes, don't accidentally place it down, that would suck. We got looting, feather falling, and unbreaking. Do I have that in a chest somewhere? I was gonna say, probably this one if I need them. Rib bone. Some of this stuff is just gonna go in our normal chest. Cool. The bows can go into the weapons. Oh, it's one of those in base arrow velocity and total speed. Speed of what? The person holding the bow? Or draw speed? Or what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Fire aspect. Nuke virus. Okay. Those aren't really necessary for me, I don't think. We got some gems, another Black Lotus. The music discs, meh, unless they're used for something. To make record fragments, which is used for nothing. If I put that on, it gets harmonious. Okay, apparently you get... Is that specifically from Cat? It's specifically from this one record. Okay. Okay, sure. We're at almost 1 million on there. But guys, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. If you did, leave a subscription over on the YouTube, like the video, or comment. And we've made some serious progress. We got power going. We've got some hemp going. We were able to get down to our mob farm now. We've looted some stuff. Yeah. But we're gonna go ahead and call it there for tonight. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you're over here on Twitch, be sure to follow. I'll see you guys all next time.